good morning. Today we are going to discuss about solvency ratios. Mainly solvency ratios are two types. One is interest coverage ratio and the second one is debt equity ratio. Before going to discuss about this, I will give you briefing about solvency ratios and about the ratio analysis. So, ratio analysis usually express the relationship between two financial terms which exists in the either trading and profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. If you come towards a ratio analysis, mainly it can useful to judge the financial position of the company. So here ratio analysis can analyze the financial status and interpret the results in the desirable formats. On the basis of that, the management of the company or interest people, whoever want to know about the status, they can easily identify their financial, that means status, where they are strong and where they are facing the bottlenecks. So this is about the ratio analysis. If you come towards the classification of ratio analysis, there are four types of ratios are there if you classify them into broadly. Among them, first one is liquidity ratios. So here liquidity ratios are useful to know the financial position of the short term obligation. That means whether the company can meet its short term obligations or not. In that we can see two and three more subtopics. They are current ratio, quick ratio and absolute quick ratio. We will discuss them in the another video. So here in this particular area we are going to discuss about second one, that is the solvency ratio. So in addition to the solvency ratio, we have the profitability ratio and the another one turnover ratios. We will come towards the today's topic, that is the solvency ratio. So here solvency ratios are mainly expresses the financial obligations of the company in respect to the long run. That means whether the company can meet its long term financial obligations or not will be checking by the solvency. Look at here. This is the classification of ratios chart. So here, as I specified earlier, there are four types. First one is liquidity ratios, second one is solvency ratios, third one is turnover ratios, and finally profitability ratios. And each and every broad classification can furtherly divided into some subcategories. They are first one current ratio, quick ratio or acid test ratio or liquid ratio. Third one is absolute liquid ratio. It is also called cash position ratio. If you come towards the third one, turnover ratios. So turnover ratios area, inventory turnover ratio, stock turnover ratio will be there. Next here, debtors turnover ratio or receivables turnover ratios will be there. Next, if you come towards the profitability ratios, gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, operating ratio and earning per share ratios or broadly be there. We will come towards our today's topic, that is solvency ratios. Solvency ratios mainly are useful for knowing the financial ability of the firm in the long run. That means whether the firm can meet its interest payments, or whether the firm can meet any other long term financial commitments effectively or not. Situations are known by these solvency ratios. To know this, there are two things. One is debt equity ratio and another one is interest coverage ratio. We will discuss each and every term in depthly. So here the term solvency generally refers to the capital of the business to meet its short-term and long-term obligations. So here you come towards the debt equity ratio. This ratio is the relationship between debt and equity, or otherwise external funds by internal funds. That means external equity by internal equity, or outsiders fund by shareholders fund. So there are three formulas are there, but all are similar. So desirable debt equity ratio is 1 is to 1. So the 1 is to 1 situation is there, in the sense generally company is in the comfortable position. So here you can see this one, debt by equity. Debt is equals to debentures plus long term loans raised from banks and other financial institutions. If we come towards the second one, equity is equals to preference shares plus equity shares plus reserves and surplus. Another one is interest coverage ratio. It can show the that means repayment ability of the firm towards the interest. The formula for the interest coverage ratio is equals to net profit before interest and income tax by fixed interest charges. That means interest. So here we we can take the following example how to calculate the debt equity ratio and the interest coverage ratio. So here given data is preference share capital 2 lakh rupees, equity share capital 4 lakh rupees, reserves 1 lakh rupee, 9% debentures 5 lakh rupees, long term loans 1 lakh rupees, net profit after interest and tax 4 lakh rupees, tax separately 50,000 rupees, debtors 80,000 rupees, creditors 70,000 rupees, and cash 60,000 rupees. This is the given data. As per this given data, we need to calculate debt equity ratio and the interest coverage ratio. First, we will do the debt equity ratio. A. Debt equity ratio is equals to debt by equity. So here debt is equals to debentures plus long term loans from bank or other financial institutions. So here you can see this is the debenture amount 5 lakh rupees plus long term loans 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees, that is equals to rupees 6 lakhs. Next here, equity. Equity is equals to our formula preference share plus equity shares plus reserves and surplus. So here preference shares 2 lakh rupees plus equity share capital 4 lakh rupees plus reserves and surplus 1 lakh rupee. That is equals to 7 lakh rupees. So here debt by equity. Debt is equals to how much? 6 lakh rupees by equity how much? 7 lakh rupees. That is equals to 0.86 is to 1. Is 0.86 is to 1. Now we need to comment the financial status. The debt equity ratio is 0.86 is to 1. This ratio, this shows that for every rupee employed in the business, outsiders contribution is rupees 0.86. We are going to calculate interest coverage ratio. So here interest coverage ratio B. Interest coverage ratio. Formula is net profit before interest and tax by fixed interest rate. So first we will calculate the fixed interest rate. Fixed interest is equals to, in our problem, 9% debentures 5 lakhs is there. No, this percentage need to take. That is equals to 5 lakh rupees into 9%, that is 9 by 100, that is equals to 45,000 rupees. Next we will calculate the net profit before interest and tax. But in our problem area, net profit after interest and tax is there. So we need to calculate it. So here net profit after interest and tax calculation, here amount rupees. So first available data, net profit before interest and tax is equals to 5 sorry here 4 lakh rupees. 4 lakh rupees. Add interest. Here our interest is 45,000 rupees. Next add tax. If tax is there, here tax is 80,000, not 80,000, 50,000 rupees. Tax is 50,000. So if you add these all the things, that means 4,95,000 rupees is the net profit before interest and tax. So now we will substitute the values in the formula. Interest coverage ratio is equals to 4,95,000 by interest 45,000 rupees, that is equals to 11 times. It means 11 times profit is more than the payable interest of 45,000 rupees.